Hello, welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason, speaking to you in my basement in the great state of Kansas. Start a new segment today. I'm calling 5-minute reviews, where I review something I own for 5 minutes or less. Make these little short videos and give you just a little bit of my opinions on some movies, music, maybe books that I own that I recommend anyways. And so the first movie I'm going to talk about on this is A Hard Day's Night. Starring the 4 Beatles here. We got John, Ringo, Paul, and George there. This is a DVD that I bought a long time ago. Maybe one of the first DVDs I ever bought, actually, back when I was in my early 20s, maybe. But this is a really cool. I love this packaging. Miramax Collector's Series. I love you got the 4 Beatles there, and you pull it out, and there you got them. Got the scenes on the back. Got a really cool fold out. We see the scene from the movie, and it looks like one of my discs are falling out. Even the inside is really cool. A lot of pictures from the movie or from the Beatles. So yeah, I actually love this packaging overall. There is a Criterion collection that I want to get as well of this movie. Just got like collecting the Criterion collection as well. But yeah, this was made in 1964, and the album as well came out that year. First movie for the Beatles. Beatles at this time, 1964, were the hottest band in the world. Came to America and Ed Sullivan Show back in February of 1964. And yeah, they just took off like, hotcakes, of course. All their songs are #1. Their albums are getting #1. So they were approached with, "Do you want to make a movie?" And they're like, "Yeah," because they were big Elvis fans, and Elvis made movies. So they're like, "Yeah, we want to be like Elvis. Let's make a movie." So they had a writer who I believe was from Liverpool, follow them around, try to get the humor of the Beatles themselves, and so he hung out with them. And then wrote the script. So it has a very Liverpool comedic style to it, I guess is kind of the idea. And kind of, took up some of their slang terms and all that. Anyways, that's why I think it works so well. And the Beatles, of course, do, a decent job, being that they're not actors, but because they're playing themselves, and definitely it's very silly. They're jokey, very jokey at times, and it's kind of fun seeing the Beatles' personality really come out in the movie. There's not much plot here. It's just the Beatles have to travel by train to get to a concert, basically. And so first part of the movie, they're on the train, and then they get to the concert venue, and they rehearse there. And then the only big plot point is that Ringo decides to go off on his own, and he's feeling, left out in the group or something, and they have to go find Ringo anyways and get him to the concert in time to do the concert. Yeah, not much plot. As I said, it's just a lot of silly gags throughout on the train and at the concert venue and all that. And we got one of the major characters is Paul has his grandfather who comes along, who's a troublemaker, and he keeps being very divisive. He tries to get people to fight against each other. He's just kind of an antagonizer. And maybe the funniest line, it doesn't make any sense, really, in a sense, but they say, "This is your grandfather. He's very clean." Well, that was a joke because the grandfather, the actor, was in a TV show where they said, "You're a dirty old man." And so it's an inside joke, but yet I still like it a lot. It's part of the charm of this. Yeah, there are definitely moments in the movie where it doesn't make any sense. There's things that happen that aren't real, that goes against reality and all that. But it's just a fun, charming movie, and the music is awesome. Obviously, you got Hard Day's Night, Can't Buy Me Love, that great scene where they're running around the yard because they're free for the first time. They kind of almost autobiographical to their real life, where they were constantly busy, doing presses and pictures and, traveling and, didn't have time to themselves. But yeah, all the music is great, and it ends with a mini concert at the end where they play a bunch of songs as well. So not a lot to it, but man, this is a fun movie, a classic in my opinion, one I grew up on. And I'm a big Beatles fan, so that makes sense. So, but yeah, overall, I'm giving this a 3 out of 5 stars. So I recommend anybody check this out.